guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a bit of a sort of desk clear up today. I have just, become literally overwhelmed with the stuff that's piled up around my desk. It's become quite, quite a nightmare, to be honest. So I thought, let's grab in just really random stuff and do like some random collage. And, you know, I'm going to use things that I would definitely not ordinarily put together and just see what we can come up with. And, you know, hopefully we're going to make some fun and different things to, or different looking things to what we would normally kind of put together. So I'm just having a look to see what piece I would like to use for the backing sheet. So I'm thinking this. Now this is some of my precious pups, and the reason I'm thinking this is because, well, actually perhaps I don't want to use that. No. Oh, this is not a great start, is it? I can't actually even decide the piece that I'm going to work with. So shall we do a couple on here? So I mean, this, to be honest, could be cut down into kind of journal card sizes, couldn't it? So yeah, let's just get collaging on some of these types of bits. And we're just going to, like I say, mix up really randomy things that I would never ever normally put together in a million years. So hopefully we're going to come up with some different looking pieces. So let's just take some of this. Okay, the only thing is this is probably now very big on this particular sheet, but we shall see. My desk has just come to the point where it's literally like, well, it looks so appalling, and things are dropping every time that I go to do anything. Things are just sliding onto the floor. So it's come to the point where even I can't stand the mess. So yeah, I thought let's just actually get rid of some of that mess because it's driving me potty. So yeah, right, now I'm going to be very, very random, I think, with how I'm putting the collage on as well. So not necessarily, you know, how I would ordinarily do a collage piece. I'm just going to literally put things any old place and then sort of fill in around them, and hopefully then we're going to get some different sorts of looks. Oh, that's some blue on it. You know, like I say, it's just really about clearing up and getting rid of some of the bits that, you know, are just beginning to become unmanageable. So okie dokie. But I mean, hopefully we're going to end up with some, you know, some nice things that we can actually use. I mean, hopefully it's not going to be that we're going to end up with things that are just so awful that we can't actually use them, because that would obviously be not great, would it? But yeah, so let's just pop that down there. Okay, well, that's one whole piece gone. So yeah, let's just take this. Okie dokie. A little bit on there. So how's everybody out there? How are your desks doing? Are they just looking as appalling as mine, or are your desks doing okay? Honestly, I mean, the thing is, I just think it doesn't take that long for desks to become, you know, like mine is currently, because, you know, obviously we're crafting all the time, and so, you know, the scraps and things, they just build up very, very quickly, don't they? And, you know, before you know it, you know, it's easy to become sort of drowning in scraps. So yeah, how are you finding it? Are you like me, a bit drowning in scraps, or are you kind of keeping on top of yours? Which, I mean, how anyone keeps on top of their scraps is just beyond me. But so these are all pretty much kind of either you know, like sort of endy type papers, or they are, you know, book pages of some sort. So when I say end type papers, I mean those fly sheets. So they're either things like the fly sheets, or, you know, they're just kind of general kind of book pages. So okie dokie. But this definitely is going to be a good thing to get them gone from my desk. Definitely. I mean, I love a messy desk, as you know, but sometimes it does just come to the point where it's completely, you know, irritating, because things are just dropping. Every time I go to pick something up, it's causing something else to just slide off and things like that. So yeah, it comes to the point where it's like, oh my goodness, I can't cope with this anymore. So I thought, well, it's time to rein it in and get rid of some of those scraps. So I mean, loving how this is looking so far. I mean, it's not really my types of colours, the greens with the yellows. I mean, weirdly, I love green. It's my favourite colour. But I don't very often work with yellow at all. So, yeah, this is not really my typical sort of go-to colours, but they're looking really good together, aren't they? Very, very pretty together. Okay. Like that. That's probably enough, otherwise I'm going to be smothered in the same kind of looks all over this. So should we bring in some of this? This is a very yellow based book page in the first place, so I'm thinking quite nice, because it's hopefully going to go quite well, you know, with all that's on here being so yellow. So yeah, oops. Maybe just put this one here. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to just use things that you wouldn't normally use, isn't it? And put things together that you wouldn't normally put together. You know, because you can get some really then different looks going on, which is nice. Okay. Let's do that. Put that one down there. Okay. Do I want to have that one? I might have, oh no. Oh no, I'm going to put it on this way, so yeah. Like that. Okie dokie. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? And then I'll probably get rid of these tiny bits, to be honest, because otherwise I'm just keeping things for the sake of it, and there's definitely no need to keep quite such tiny bits. And I've got this one, which again is obviously more of the orangey yellows. So this definitely, I feel, you know, it's going to go quite well on here. So yeah, should we put this one maybe here? Okie dokie. That, and okay. This one, perhaps up there actually. And, you know, I mean, obviously, if this is looking a bit rubbish, I mean, hopefully it's going to look okay by the time that we've, you know, covered it up and done some other bits with it. So, yeah, I'm not loving it. It's got to be said. I'm not loving it myself. But hopefully by the end, you know, once we've done some other things to it, it hopefully will look quite nice. So, yes, don't worry. I'm totally with you. If you are thinking, oh, it doesn't look great, I know exactly where you're coming from. I'm not thinking it looks great either, but I'm hoping it will look good by the end. So not necessarily by the end today. It might be that it will be in another video, but because, you know, we might do a couple of these very randomly collage boards, I think, just so as I clear, you know, a good amount from my desk. Because if I stop here, I obviously haven't really cleared anything much at all. So yeah, maybe we will have to come back and kind of, I don't know whether we're going to just do like a sort of you know, cluttered collage on here, or I don't know what we'll do, but yeah, we'll hopefully do something with it, and it will hopefully then take on a better look than it's currently currently doing, because yeah, I'm not loving it, it's got to be said. Right, okay, now let's just see. So we've only got a couple of empty patches here, so maybe I'll just fill them in with something here. That's quite good there. So, yep. Like that. Okay. Got that glue, and then just got this small space here, which if I could just put that in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to literally fill that space really, so yeah, perhaps we'll put this down that way. Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it, you know, so it's a start. Don't love it, but not hating it. So right, just having a look to see another. Yeah, let's use this one with the eggs on. So let's just take again, just, you know, again, just using up the random bits. So this one. Okay. I mean, you know, if I can just dwindle the pile down a little bit, that will be a really good job done, because my goodness, it just looks so terrible. It's not even about how it looks, to be honest, but it's come to the point where it's like, you know, a little bit unmanageable, because every time I pull something in, like I say, it's actually making something else drop down or drop off. So yeah, it's just come to the point where it's no longer sustainable. It needs to be kind of whittled down a bit. So yeah, okay, and yeah, so you just use this other little bit here, and then, you know, it's completely gone then from the desk. That's another whole sheet gone. Honestly, little victories. That's what we have to say. Little victories that we can make with our scraps. Okay, so that's that. Now, I've also got some of that gorgeous vintage wallpaper, which is just left over from another project, but it goes really brilliantly with this yellowy coloured paper, doesn't it? So, yeah, that definitely looks good in there. So, put that down. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe doing some crafting, doing some nice projects. Like I say, do let me know below, what's your desk looking like? Is it just appalling like mine, or is yours okay? If it is okay, maybe share some tips on how to keep it looking okay. I know lots of you are really good and disciplined, and, you know, at the end of every day or crafting session, you know, you put your scraps into a tray and, you know, things like that. I mean, I wish I could be that disciplined, I really do. But often, to be honest, I'm not finishing at a point where I can just do that, because, you know, I might finish halfway through a video, or, you know, I don't know, just, yeah, it doesn't seem to work, unfortunately, because, you know, that sounds like a good practice and a good sort of thing to get into doing, but I'm just not that good at doing things like that myself. So, but hey, good for you. If you are that ordered, then that's amazing. Amazing. Okay. It's really chilly today. It's quite a nice looking day. It's quite sort of sunny, but I think I'm going to have to put that this way up. Quite a nice looking day, quite sunny, but yeah, definitely a big chill in the air. And I know I say this all the time, but yeah, I do feel my head. So if you look out and it's gorgeous out there and actually not even chilly, it is chilly today, honestly. As I'm filming this, it's very chilly. Okay. So, yeah, put that down there. Oops. Okay, just got this little bit left. I don't know whether I'll be able to use that anywhere on this piece, or whether we'll, you know, put that somewhere else. I'm not sure. Right, let's have a look. Now, do we want to have the green? I don't know really whether the green is kind of any good on here with this red, but I always think red and green looks like Christmas, and this is obviously a completely different kind of green to what I would typically think of when I think, oh, Christmas, you know, green, red and green Christmas. So hopefully this will actually kind of slip through and be okay. But yeah, typically for some reason, you know, I just can't move my brain through past, oh, red and green equals Christmas. Which is crazy really, isn't it? Why am I just so stumped in the red and green? That's just Christmas. Because, you know, it's not only red and green, is it, at Christmas? I mean, the gold and the silver and things, you know. And actually, you know, more and more every year, actually, they're putting different colours out for Christmas, aren't they, really? So, I mean, now, actually, all colours can kind of represent Christmas, can't they, when they're put together in a sort of Christmassy way. But for some reason, I just have like a sort of mental block. As soon as I see red and green, I'm like, oh, that's Christmassy. Okay. Might put that one. Yeah, I might put that one there, I think. Edge down. I do really like the torn edges. And again, I don't know what that's about, because I notice other people do their collage actually with straight edges more often than not. So why I can't seem to do that, I have no idea. But yeah, for some reason I can't do the straight edge collage. Occasionally it might incorporate some straight edges, but on the whole it's curly edges. Right, just having a look. Now I've got some more. Where is this? Oh, I've got that. I mean, that's very Christmassy. It's even got holly, hasn't it? But oh, I don't know now. Oh, now I'm getting stuck. I've now got, you know, things that aren't necessarily going to be looking very good on here. I've got this, which, although this is the same colour obviously as the other yellowy page, it's quite different looking, so I think maybe I could get away with using that. And obviously here we've got like the pen nibs, which obviously that's pretty different, isn't it? So yeah, I think we can get away with actually having more of the yellow, just because it's, you know, it's looking quite different. Okie dokie. Oops. Just put some down on those edges. Okay. I do find it best to, you know, put the glue spreader down when I'm doing collage. And by glue spreader, I literally just mean an old gift card or, you know, hotel room key card or something like that. You know, it's nothing kind of special or posh or anything, but yeah, just I think that kind of just smooths down your collage in a way that you can't guess otherwise. So it's like an essential ingredient, I find. Maybe like that, or like that. So let's just see, I've got this gorgeous crest here, so let's see if we want to have this somewhere. Oh, that looks good there. Yeah, love how that looks there. So and then, to be honest, I've only got quite small bits left to fill in, I think. So, I mean, I could maybe even manage to fill them in with some postage stamps. I don't know how that would look, because I would probably need to have a few postage stamps, so it might look actually really rubbish, but yeah, perhaps we'll have a look and see. I'm just going to put these down here. Okay, like that. Okay. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to bring in some postage stamps and just see how they'd look. They might look awful, but I'm kind of just thinking, well, They might look quite nice on here. I know that's, yeah, a bit of a bold choice, that bright green, but let's just see. Well, that one's quite nice. Right, okay, so we have one that we can obviously fill in here. Okay. I mean, that's perfect colour, isn't it? Absolutely perfect colour. The bright green is a little bit, yeah, a little bit too much, I think. So let's just see. That's a bit brown. That's not too bad. I'm just going to pull out any that are going to be sort of okay colour-wise. It's not too bad, I think. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's, yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, what was that one? Yeah, I thought I might have been able to go with some greens, but to be honest, the greens are actually, you know, they're quite bold, aren't they? You know, they're not great. That one's not too bad, I think. What about that one? That's not too bad, actually. Let me just see. Oh, I've got some others in here. Oh, no, this is buttons in here, and for some reason I've just got buttons with a random selection of stamps. Got quite a few orangey colour stamps here. What's that one? Oh, I mean, how gorgeous is that stamp? That's one that I'm now trying to hoard, obviously. I have to use it on there because it looks really good on there. That green one looks like it wouldn't be too bad. That one's like a turquoise colour. Oh, yeah, it's a bit too blue. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look at these then. Try and put some of these down in some spots. So yeah, thinking that one there, and then that there. That's quite good. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is quite a big stamp, this one, which is working quite well because I needed something reasonably big to fill in that space. And then this one also is massive, so, well, you know, massive by stamp standards. Okay. That one can go like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks quite good, doesn't it? So, yeah, let's just press that one down. Don't know what's happened to my wipe now. It's gone missing. Right, so then we've just got these few. So I'm thinking I could have a couple here. Maybe like that. And then I've just got this little space up here left to fill. Oh, that one's quite good, isn't it? Maybe something like that. Or I've got this green India one. I'll just try that there. Oh, that's quite nice there. Yeah, I like that. Let's try this one. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do that. Now, just might pop in maybe one more. You know, not because I have a space to fill, but just because otherwise I feel that's a little bit stampless at that end. We've got stamps all over on one end and no stamps whatsoever on the other end. So yeah, just kind of even in the balance out, really. Okay, so these are stuck down now. So sorry, I now noticed that my camera's slightly lopsided, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully it's a bit better now. Right, put this one here like that. Okay, and this one. Okay, and this stamp here. Where did I have this? Was it here or here? Was it over here? Who knows? Probably doesn't really matter, to be honest, very much. Let's just pop it on there. Okay. And then we just want these couple here, so I'm going to put the green one underneath and then that brownie one on the top. So just pop that down there. like that. And oops, the brown one. Love this brown stamp as well. Put that one down there. There's my wipe. Suddenly appeared again. Right, okay, so yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? So I'm just going to trim these off because they often just take on a different look, you know, once you trim the edges around. They stop looking like a sort of weird, scrappy looking piece of paper to, you know, an actual proper piece that you can use. So yeah, let's just trim it up. Okie dokie. Bit raggedy edges along the side, but that's fine. Because obviously when we come to use it, we can either use it and have those scraggly edges, or I'm sure we can cover them up with something, or cut them down. You know, we'll just kind of tackle that when we come to use it. So they're, you know, they're longish masterboards, as you can see, but I quite like them. I mean, actually, now that's been cut down, I actually think that's really nice. That's definitely not colours or anything that I would put together ordinarily, but it does look actually really nice, doesn't it? And I mean, if I just hold this here, because it just happened to be laying around, I mean, instantly you can see, just by the addition of like a little bit of lace in sort of a tony colour, doesn't that just look gorgeous? So it's gone from being, you know, what I wouldn't really say was, you know, a very nice masterboard necessarily, to actually looks really pretty once you just incorporate something else, you know, that's going to lift it and take it to the next level. So, you know, for me, that's the lace, obviously. But, you know, for you, it might be something completely different. So let's take this one and just trim this down. I don't know whether I'll have quite so much luck making this one look lovely, but we'll see. I mean, it just happened that that brownie coloured lace was just sort of sat there. But yeah, it just toned so well. I couldn't not sort of try it on there really. So we just snip this one down. Okay, get rid of that. So, I mean, for me, this one definitely looks a lot more scrappy and sort of random than that other one. You know, although they both were using scraps, this one's not looking quite so well put together, I think, as the other one for some reason. But that being said, if we I'm just sort of checking around the desk to see what I've got that might vaguely kind of look okay. I mean, we could even try it just with that same beige lace. I mean, even that is straight away improving the overall appearance, isn't it? And, you know, it actually looks quite pretty. Got this green. Now, this might look awful because this is obviously not the right colour green, but I mean, I don't mind that, to be honest. So, you know, you could change the appearance then. It would obviously take on a much more sort of bright, vibrant appearance by the addition of this particular green. You know, or keep it kind of subtle and subdued with the beige. I mean, maybe that's kind of better. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely just by adding a little couple of things. So let's put some lace on here because if I have the urge that I now need to just improve this, because yeah, it's just not my favourite thing at the moment. But hopefully, you know, with just one or two tiny little things added, it will actually, you know, completely transform and look completely different. So let's just pop that down. Okay, so like that. Okie dokie, let's snip that one off. Okay, so I might even snip this now into a couple of little bits. Oops, that we can just pop around. Like that. Yeah, I mean, straight away it's looking better, isn't it? Just from having just those little bits of lace put on, you know, in quite random places. Oops, random places. So let's just try this one here. Like that. Again, just press that down. Looks good, doesn't it? And actually, whilst I'm at it, I'm now just thinking, let's pull in those green stamps again. Obviously, this has got a greeny yellow kind of base, but oh, which way up is this? If my geography was better, I'd know, wouldn't I? Because I'd know which way up that map is supposed to be, but geography, not really my strong point. Oh, again, I thought, because I love the colour of this stamp, so I thought, well, let's just bring that in. But yeah, it's just too bright, isn't it? It's just way too bright. It's not really complementing things, you know, as well as it could. So let's just have a look. Oh, I love that one. Right, so although I've got, you know, some of the same sort of stamps there, hopefully that will look good. Now, what did I do with the orange ones? These orange ones or brown ones? They're brown ones, really. Yep, they're brown. Oh, no, hold on. Got an orange one here. Just because I have got, obviously, some orangey flowers. So I'm thinking, well, perhaps the orangey colours could be brought in a bit with the addition of some orange stamps. Well, let's go for that. So, yeah, let's put this one down here. Oops. Sorry, just got some glue there. Okie dokie. Just pop that down, you know, next to the orange flower. I mean, there's no point obviously putting it nowhere near because it's, you know, it's needing to pick up that orange to look sort of nice. But yeah, let's try that one there. Okay, and then let's just have a quick look to see if I've got any more orange ones, because I'm now thinking another orange one up there would look really nice and bring those orange flowers in, wouldn't it? So I mean, I don't really like these stamps, to be honest. I've got quite a few of these. I can't even read where that's from. Oh, no idea. My eyesight's so terrible. I don't know what that says on there. No idea. But yeah, I don't really like these stamps that much, and I have got quite a lot of these. But when you layer them, I think they can work okay. So, I mean, sometimes if you've got stamps that you're not necessarily that keen on the design, just by layering them up with some others can, you know, help to make them more usable. Because, you know, there's nothing worse than obviously having things and then not liking them enough to even use them. But if you layer them, you might just find that actually you can get them to a place where you do quite like them, or you do feel at least happy to use them. And that's a bit how it is with those. You know, I don't really like them on their own, but layered up, they can, you know, they can look sort of passably okay. So yeah, let's just see, because they just then add a little bit of extra detail to the other stamps that you're putting on, which is, you know, quite nice actually, isn't it? So like here, we could have that one maybe just like that. Okay, maybe I'll put it that way round after all, actually. So like that, and the green one on top. I feel I'd like another orange one. I might have to delve into my stamps and see whether I've got any more orange, because yeah, weirdly I've gone from not liking that orange one to actually that's my favourite one. It actually looks really quite nice there, doesn't it? So yeah, let me just see if I've got some more orange stamps here. Okay, oh, I've got quite a lot of orange with something else, which is weird. Like orange with a blue centerpiece, or oh, these are pink stamps now. So I'm now, oh, I've got this lovely orange one. Yeah, that one's nice, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I do like that one. So I think let's have that there. Okay. So yeah, just pop that one down there. Okay, and then just going to put my lace down. Okey-dokey. And then this one here. Okay. Like that. Oh my goodness, how nice does that look? I mean, that's gone from, yeah, being a masterboard that I didn't really like at all, to actually, I think that's really quite pretty now. It looks really nice now. So, you know, it goes to show that, you know, you can kind of incorporate pretty much anything, you know, even the bits that you don't really like. And just by a few small tweaks, you can kind of get them to a point where actually, you know, they go from being something you don't like at all to actually something that you know, you feel really quite happy with. So yeah, I really like how that looks now. Just not quite done yet, because I just suddenly thought, oh, well, I've got some of my coloured butterflies. Oh, I thought, well, perhaps they would look nice, but yeah, they're quite yellow. But I mean, that's quite nice on there, isn't it? I mean, again, I don't know how I'm going to be using this masterboard, you know, so it might be that actually when I come to use it, I'll wish I hadn't stuck all these bits on. But I just kind of thought, well, actually, whilst I'm here, let's just see how these kind of things look. So, yeah, I quite like, I mean, I especially love this orange one. It just is tying those oranges in perfectly. Now, this has been cut on my Scan and Cut, so it's just got a slight white appearance around the edge, so I'm just going to cut you know, ink around that. Now I'm going to glue this on, not with the wings flapping, but completely glued down, and the reason being is obviously I don't know how I'm going to be cutting this masterboard up, so I want to make sure it's really glued down everywhere, rather than, you know, with flapping wings that then might be sort of problematic when I come to cut into it. So like that. Okay, and then this one again, actually this one's got no white. Some of the other ones did have from the Scan and Cut, but this one actually is okay. So yeah, let's just, oops, go around that one. And we'll just put that one down there like that. So it's kind of overlapping that lace a little bit as well, which is quite pretty. So yeah, I mean, it's gone from being, like I say, a masterboard that actually I didn't really like at all, but you know, now I think it actually looks quite pretty. I mean, I have got quite a big space here, obviously, of just green, which, you know, I may want to alter when I come to use it. Maybe I would like to cover that up a bit or something. I've just noticed I have got this. I could even kind of go in there, which would cut that down a little bit from being quite so big in terms of, you know, big sort of green space. Let's just see. Yeah, maybe that's quite nice like that. Oh, I don't know now. Yeah, probably this one actually. So let's just quickly glue this one on. Oops. Just here like this. Well, I have to say I haven't made much of a dent in my stuff all over my desk, so my desk's still pretty messy, and no doubt things are still going to be dropping all over when I pull things out. So I might have to come back and do some more things, you know, to whittle it down a little bit further. But hey, at least we've made a start, haven't we? And, you know, sometimes you've just got to just make that start, haven't you? And then, you know, anything is progress from making a start, isn't it? So it's kind of sometimes just that initial start that you've got to do. So yeah, I hope that you like them, and you know, maybe it's inspired you to just grab in some very random things off of your desk that, you know, and maybe, you know, maybe you've got stuff that's been laying there for too long and you think, oh, I just need to get it off of my desk and actually use it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, En. Bye.